This story opens up on Camden, a small town off the coast of Dunts. You stared off into the ocean, your eyes gleaming with hope. You'd become a hunter, a rather famous one, in fact. You'd taken down sirens, werewolves, vampires, ghouls, even an Oni once. And now, you were being asked to check out a local forest in the area. Supposedly a werewolf was roaming around there. You closed your eyes, thinking back. Your old friend who had entered on a dare. You heard his screams back then and left him to his fate. You would not make the same mistake twice. This time, you'd kill the beast. You steeled your resolve, and you entered the dark forest, knowing you may meet your end. But you kept your hand on your sword, always at the ready to pull it out. You ventured deep into the forest, the light from the sky being replaced with dark leaves, your own vision struggling to cope with the sheer darkness the forest provided. No wonder monsters preferred it here. As you went through the forest, you saw blood on the ground. You decided to follow the trail. Maybe someone was hurt. Maybe someone needed your help. As you walked along the forest trail, you stopped. There was a beast in front of you, a monstrous behemoth of muscle and fur. A werewolf, but not just any type. An alpha werewolf. You got down to the ground quickly, hoping it didn't see you. There was no way you could take that thing on, even while injured. Your eyes scanned it. It definitely noticed you, but it made no attempt to harm you. You couldn't help but leave your little hideaway of a bush, and you slowly approached the creature, step by step. And then, it spoke to you.
Leave me alone. How many times do I have to tell you? Leave me alone. I did nothing to you, humans. I just wanted to live in peace. Please, leave me alone. I don't mean you any harm. I see your sword drawn. Do you intend to kill me? I'll fight like hell to live. I'll kick. I'll fight.
The beast collapsed, falling onto the ground in a big huff of fur. It had lost too much blood. It couldn't even stand. Perhaps you'd overestimated the beast. You drew your sword, ready to kill it. As the fur dissipated and as it took a more human-like form, it no longer able to restrain. Your eyes went wide. Your old friend, he was unmistakable. Sure, he was older, not the simple little boy you knew before, but there he was, alive, and a beast. So many thoughts ran through your mind. You grunted. You couldn't kill them. You raised your sword again, trying to block the happy memories from your mind, trying to do what you've been made to do, what you're trained to do. You aimed the sword right over his neck, and just before you swing down, you saw one of his ears twitch. The blade inches from his neck. You stared at him. You cursed. You couldn't do it. Even after all these years, you couldn't do it. You sheathed your sword and picked up the big lug, putting one of his arms around your shoulder, and carried him to your home. This was the right thing to do, you thought. You just hoped you wouldn't live to regret it. Several hours went by. You looked at the clock as it ticked, checking your phone impulsively. You sighed, pacing around the room. You wanted answers. You wanted to know where he'd been. Why was he a beast? What was he doing in the forest? Why was he covered in blood? You had so many questions. But you had to wait. And you waited. And you waited. You'd done your best to patch up his wounds, but it seems they were slow healing. You'd heard werewolves had quick healing. You were confused by this. As you sat on the bed and waited for him to recover, another memory flashed through your mind. One of you both playing on the beach, your friend splashing water on you as he played with you. Another memory flashed through your mind. One of him taking the fall for something stupid you'd done. You had stolen an apple, and to protect you, he took the blame, having to do community service for a week. You'd always been there for each other through thick and thin. And yet, at the back of your mind, you still wanted to plunge that blade right into his eye. Kill him once and for all. Kill the beast that had been terrorizing the town. But could you even be sure that was him? Even in his beast form, he didn't attack. You closed your eyes. He didn't even seem to recognize you. Then again, you didn't even recognize yourself. God, I feel like I got hit by a truck. Oh, I hope I didn't get hit by a truck again. That sucked last time. Oh, ow, ow. Oh, I'm so sore. Damn that hunter. I can barely open my eyes. What the? Uh-huh. You spared me. Why? Why did you? Oh, my head. Oh. You want answers. I'll try my best to provide them. I suppose I owe you for saving me. My name? My name is Jesus. Huh? Yeah, it's my name. No, it is my name. You're being a fool. Huh? How do you know my real name? How do you know that? Who did you? Swear to God, if you put a finger on my family. No? Then how? Oh. You knew me before I turned into this. I guess that makes sense. Sorry, my memories are a little scrambled. I don't remember my human life that much anymore. You'd be surprised how... sorry. Fuck. Oh. you were patching me up. You didn't happen to take a silver bullet out, did you? No. Okay, cool. My body healed around the bullet. Okay. That's bad. Oh, the pain's coming on me now. Oh, the adrenaline's running off. Oh, okay. Give me that sword. Please, cut it out. Cut it out. Get it out of me. He started to react violently, holding his gut. Part of you didn't want to cut him open, but the other part of you was happy and gleeful. You took a dagger out from the back of your pocket, and you sliced into his stomach, his intestines falling out in front of you. His eyes welled up with tears as you slowly yanked out the bullet. For some odd reason, this brought you pleasure. You tried to shake it from your mind. You needed to focus on the moment. Your friend was hurt. You tried to focus on that thought. He was your friend, not prey. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna pull my guts back in. My body should naturally heal it. Fine. Just stay back. So, calm. So, you knew me before I was like this. Yellow eyes, sharp teeth, transforms into a beast every now and again. You knew me before that. Can you tell me what I was like? I don't remember. You told him stories about how you'd play in the water, how he would always protect everyone else around him, his penchant for kindness, his ability to rally a group. You couldn't help but smile. Something about these memories brought something back to you that you had forgotten, but you shook it off. You needed to focus on the moment. He looked at you. His yellow eyes feel like they were piercing your soul. So, I was somebody else. That doesn't really describe me at all. I'm a bit of a coward, honestly. I don't really like confrontation. I tend to stay out of humans' way. I hunt animals during the day and night, and I stick to my own. I was part of a pack, once, but I was kicked out of the pack. I don't exactly remember why, but I was very, very passionate about something important. I can't my head. He gripped his head, claws peering out of his nails as he fell to his knees, tumbling out of the bed. His sharp teeth were on display, growling. He was fighting with all of his strength not to go into his wolf form. You went and took a look at the clock. You were reaching nighttime. Your eyes went wide. You drew your sword and backed against the door, part of you wanted to rush forward and take his head from his shoulders. But the more reasonable side fought against that instinct. You needed to protect your friend, even from himself. You grabbed chains and you wrapped it around his neck, around his arms, around his legs, around his feet, around his chest, around his stomach. And you tied him to the wall. Calm down. I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying. I'm fine. I'm just a little fine. Yeah. I'm fine. You could see him. He was fighting back. He was winning. His sharp teeth went away. His claws retracted. The fur that was forming on his face went away. You felt relieved. Calm. Calm, Saras. Calm, Saras. Calm, Saras. He's speaking in a language you didn't understand. Conceros. 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 You never knew your friend spoke another language. But it didn't sound like any other language you'd ever heard. Honormintos and Ceros con. What was this language you were hearing? It had never like any known English language. And then his eyes opened. Back to their yellow glint. But a little less fierce. I'm okay. I'm calm. I'm calm. I am not a beast. I am calm. I am a member of nature. I am calm. He said these words to himself over and over and over. You were worried. What had happened to him? Where had his mind gone? Is this what becoming a werewolf did? Or was there something more sinister at play? Sorry about all that. You may continue asking questions. What happened? I was critically injured, and the amount of pain almost made me lose control, as well as the healing process. As you can see now, my gut's perfectly healed now. Thank you for putting chains around me. It allowed me to calm down faster. For some odd reason, when I can't move, it gives me a sense of calm. Being restrained makes me feel better. I'm sorry for scaring you earlier. I don't remember my past. Every time I transform or lose control, I lose a little bit more of my memory from when I was a human. Every time, there's a part of myself. Your heart ached for him. Of course this had happened. Of course your friend would be tortured. Part of you wanted to kill him now, put him out of his misery. The thoughts laughed in your head. You shook it off. You needed to focus on the moment. You needed to make sure he was okay. He was alive. That's all that mattered, even if he wasn't the same person as he was before. He's alive, you told yourself. Another question Okay. What happened to me? My memories are hazy, but I remember walking into the forest on a dare. Or was it a joke? I don't remember. I walked into the deep, dark forest. I remember being weak and scared and being prey for something much larger. It jumped on my front, knocking my back to the ground. I remember ripping out my throat, it damaging my chest, ripping out my ribs. I remember her pain, lots of pain. And then he came for me. I was gonna die, laying on that forest floor. But a man showed up. He picked my body off the floor and carried me to his home. He put me back together. He sacrificed a wolf, and me and the wolf refused. We became one. I was reborn, and I was joined with many others. The wizard was not nice. He wanted to hurt humans. He wanted to kill them en masse. He called it their repentance. Oh, my head hurts just to think about it. Oh, I remember rage, pain. We all screamed in agony. We refused to do what he said. He got angry, very angry. He cursed us. He did something to us. Your eyes went wide as he screamed in actual terror, grabbing his head again, the chains breaking and buckling under his strength. You did not understand how he's this strong. The chain shattered, clackling to the floor as he stumbled forward, his eyes a meaty red, and a growl escaped his lips.
No, don't hurt them, please. You humans, what did we do to you? You don't deserve our mercy. You've tortured us, killed us. You went after our families. You suffer like we have suffered. You will die after I get my claws around your neck. I will rip out your guts. I will strong you about this cabin.
You drew out your sword and defended yourself. The beast collided with you, slamming you into the door. You needed to try and calm him down. The beast, that's what was controlling him, the beast. It seems the wizard had put some type of spell, causing them to go feral. You drew your sword. And as you guys clashed against the door, your sword managed to nick the werewolf's cheek, the silver burning him as he stumbled backwards, screeching. You then did the only thing you know you could do. a binding spell. The tendrils wrapped around the werewolf, holding him down to the floor. You thought maybe if you held him down long enough, he'd calm down. Your heart beat with fear and dread, hoping you can bring your friend back, hoping that he wouldn't be lost to the beast. You needed to get your friend back. To hell with the instinct screaming inside of you. You wouldn't kill him, because this wasn't his fault. It was your fault. You dared him into the forest. You put him in danger. You got him turned into a beast, and you got him cursed. And now, you were going to save him, no matter what it took.
Damn you! Let me go, human! I will not stop until I get what I want. And you will give me what I want, or I will rip your throat out and shove it up your eye. I will escape. You cannot hold me like this. I am the forest. I am nature. I am the beast, the hunt, the predator. You cannot hold me. I will be free.
You held him for hours, hoping this magical spell would hold him. Thankfully, it held. As the sun rose, your eyes felt heavy. You felt yourself sleep. You struggled to fight against it, but you just couldn't help yourself. You let your eyes shut, hoping the spell would keep holding until you woke up. You drifted off into dreamland. And when you awoke, he was still there, but the spell was broken. Your eyes went wide, you checked yourself for any injuries, but he had not harmed you. Instead, he sat there on the bed, still in that transformed state. Your heart could beat no louder. You looked for your sword. It was shattered to 1,000,000 pieces. You were powerless now.
Someone decided to wake up. Good. Now, puny hunter, you're gonna tell me exactly how you found me and what you mean to do to my human. You dare lay a hand on my host, and I will rip yours off. Got it? Now tell me, what are your intentions? You mean to keep them safe? I highly doubt that. A hunter before shot us with silver bullets, so don't think I particularly enjoy your company. Different people. Sort of. A wolf and a human spirit intertwined. He took certain aspects from me, and I took certain ones from him. It was quite simple. The wizard bound us together for eternity. Our lives never ending, and our torment never bending. When you think about it, it gets more demented. But regardless of my personal fate, I will keep my other half safe, even if I have to kill every single hunter I come across. Do you think yours will be the only bones I polish? Correct. I've killed many to protect what's mine, and you will not lay a hand on him while I stand. He tries to resist me at every opportunity, but he can only hold me off for so long. Eventually he'll regain control once he rests, but I'm sure me not harming you brings him a slight bit of comfort. He seems to like you for some reason. Who am I to know his reasoning? Humans are beyond my understanding. Even if I understand him a tad better than you do, traitor. He may not have his memories anymore, but I can glimpse them from time to time. You sent him to die. While you had a laugh, he was tortured and brutalized. And my fate was tied to his. I do not enjoy him. I do not like him. But we need each other to live because of you. I lost my family, and he lost his. He can never go home, and I will never be accepted. My pack does not like humans, and I am one of the same. We were kicked out for a more soft-handed approach. You should be grateful, Hunter. If I didn't have such a soft host, you would be dead. Now, let me get one thing straight. I'm going to leave back into that forest, and if you dare come near me or my human again, I will slit your throat open with my claws, and I will devour your bones. Do we have an understanding, pathetic morsel? Good. I have no patience for fools. Now stand aside.
He slams you into the wall as he smashes the door open, breaking it right off the hinges. He then howls as he runs back into the forest. You look back at your sword, completely shattered. He could have killed you easily. He definitely was an alpha, and you just healed him. You prayed this didn't come back to haunt you later. You started to make a note, and you were about to report back to the guild, ready to give them a call, but you stopped yourself. You couldn't report your friend, and you were going to help him, no matter the cost. You needed to fix your mistake.